Hello and welcome to our today's tutorial. We are moving on with our topic, and probably this will be the last tutorial discussing the emergency procedures for the vulnerable workers. We said that in the previous video, we discussed four categories of vulnerable workers. We said we have disability or physical disability, that is number one, or mobility problems or impaired. Number two, visual issues, or number two, sensory impairment, that is visual and hearing problem. Number three, we talked about young and inexperienced workers. And number four, we talked about the expectant mothers, especially at the late stage of pregnancy. And in our today's tutorial, we are going to talk about the lone workers or workers in remote areas. So where work is done in a remote area, where it is far from the presence of workers or other workers. It is far from people or the presence of other workers. Proper measures should be put in place in order to ensure during evacuation procedures, during emergencies, in order to ensure that during emergencies, one worker will be in a position to evacuate the area when the alarm has been triggered. So, the following personal emergency evacuation plan, or PEEP, should be followed. Number one, so first we are going to look at the challenge. The problem with the lone workers is not being aware that an alarm has been triggered on the other side of the building. So in a confined space entry where only a limited number of, or only a small number of, a small amount of space where the worker can be accommodated, but he's not comfortable working. And as well, there is no any presence of supervision or any nearby person. If there is any alarm that the building should be evacuated, this person may be left behind because he might not be able to hear the alarm that has been triggered. And therefore, what should be done? The following should be done. Number one, communication. So check-in communication or check-in protocol via radio calls should be put in place. So this person should be provided with the radio calls and other mobile phone application for communication that will provide or that will trigger an alarm during when a really emergency has occurred. The radio call should be used for communication from the outside part of the building or the workplace, that if there is any emergency, whatever will be announced in the radio call, he can also hear and he can evacuate the building. And if he will have to use the mobile phone, then there is a specific mobile application that are connected and can be used to trigger alarm during an emergency situation. Number two, panic alarm. Wearable panic or devices, wearable devices that provide GPS location to rescuers. So, the other important thing is, in case an emergency situation arises or has occurred, and that you need to evacuate this person, in order to locate him where he is, there should be a GPS, that is the application or the software that will provide information on the location of the lone worker. And for that reason, during risk, if the risk team comes, let's say everyone has already evacuated, and now in the assembly point, normally there is head count. After the head count, the manager or the supervisor realizes that one or two workers have been left behind. So if they are fined or they are still working in the confined space, then the service provider or the authorities, that is the emergency rescuers will always follow the GPS to locate the location of the lone workers. And this will provide, and this will enable easy evacuation of the lone worker. And this will mark the end of our today's tutorial. And if you still have a question regarding the emergency procedures or regarding the emergency procedures for the vulnerable workers, then do not fail to, or not hesitate to come up with the question or raise the question so that we can see it together, how we can see it in the other side. The one who rose this question, I believe he has helped a lot of people, because we have so many incidences where we have new workers in our workplace, we have lone workers in our workplace, we have inexperienced workers in our workplace. We have expectant mothers, we have people with vision problems, we have people with physical disability. They lack parts of their bodies, but they are still part of the team. Therefore, during emergencies, the emergency procedure, that is PEEP, the personal emergency evacuation plan, should be put in place specifically considering the presence of these categories of vulnerable people. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, kindly do not hesitate to put it down and we will discuss it as usual. Thank you very much. And I'm happy for this end. Thank you very much, and let's meet in the next video.